Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing out day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. Today we're gonna take a look at what we might see during the first trading week of the year, because the market has opened just now and there is a lot of news coming out this week which can shake up the market, because the traders are back and are starting to work during this week. Let's look at the charts. And as everyone expected, Bitcoin did almost nothing during Christmas and New Year's Eve. Trading sideways from 16.5k up to 16.8k approximately. And it was slow and nothing really happened. And I said to you, that was expected from the whole market since the traders are away for the holidays. But today the US and the EU markets opened, the Japanese was closed, and we can see that we see some volatility immediately. When the US stock market opened, we saw almost a $150 drop in Bitcoin price, or trading from 16.776 down to 16.6. So it's been quite volatile starting this week off in the US stock market. And I marked off some zones for you where the market makers could move the price, because we have some on-field volume counts down below at 16.590, and down below we have at 16.472 down to 16.400k. So that is the closest targets to the downside. To the upside, however, we have an on-field candle at 16.7. If we break above that, above 16.8, we could see price move up to 16.9. And if we break that, we could see prices recovering this volume candle, which is on-field at 17.3k. That's something I'm looking at. If you saw my last day trading video, you could see that I was interested in going long in this area at 16.5k. I'm currently waiting for price to move even higher before I start adding to my long position. However, I'm still in a profit, slight profit. I'm still holding it because I'm expecting price to move to 17.3k. And the main reason why is the money is there for the market maker to grab. As you can see, this is the liquidation map. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the liquidation map, it is where traders will get liquidated if price moves there. And if price moves there, the market maker gets that money. Basically, what you can see here is where most of that money is present in the chart. And as you can see, to the upside, we have more money in this cluster from 16.758 up to, I would say even up to 17.2k maybe. So that is where we have our volume candle as well. And a lot of people have been going short recently, as you can see here in this liquidation map. What could happen potentially is that we recover those volume candles which I showed you previously down here at 16.5k, grabbing this money. We can even go to 16.181 before we reverse to the upside and recover this volume candles up in the 17.3k area, grabbing these liquidation points and grabbing that money before price moves down to where the big money resides at 15k and at 14k. So if you are a responsible trader and trade with low leverage, you could hold your shorts up until this point, because there's a lot of money in this zone, and I don't think the market maker is gonna neglect that, and I think price will move there eventually. The market is pretty bearish still, so that's something for you to look at short term. During this week, I expect 17.3k to be hit at some point, and that is possibly where price might reverse. It could also continue higher. We will see, because it all depends on the news, which I'm gonna get into now. Tomorrow on Wednesday, we do have the job openings in the US. We have the FOMC minutes meeting at 8 p.m. European time, and you know they will release some news if they are going to be hawkish during Q1 this year or not. That's basically what's going to come out of that. And the job openings will be released before FOMC minutes meeting, and if the numbers are above 10.05 million, that is basically bearish for crypto and assets in general, because that means inflation isn't going to slow down in the near term, and that will indicate that the Fed will be even more hawkish. During Thursday, we have the non-farm employment change, and on Friday we do have PMI numbers, unemployment rate. Basically, we have news every day starting from tomorrow, and you're gonna see some volatility going into this week, and that is where I expect price to move in spikes up and spikes down. So I think we might grab 16.4k and then reverse up to 17.3k, liquidating both longs and shorts, and then we will see what happens during the end of this week and going into next week, because we have CPI numbers coming out next week. That's it for Bitcoin. Moving on to Chainlink, then we can see that it's been moving sideways during the holidays. And I think Chainlink is looking juicy, because I think Bitcoin will most likely move to the upside. And I think Chainlink has even more upside potential if we look at the volume candles. We have been dropping ever since we made that high at 7.8. Since the 1st of December, we've been dropping all the way down to 5.5 approximately, even 5.3, which was low. We haven't really made any retrace to the upside. However, we do have a lot of volumes present to the upside, as you can see. The closest one is at $5.6, but the highest one is at $7.4, and I think we could potentially recover that one, as Bitcoin will probably move higher, because everybody's bearish, and as you know in trading, everybody is usually wrong. So that's what I think about Chainlink. We could see somewhat of a W bottom if we hold this low of $5.3, which I think we do, because price isn't moved that aggressively, and I think this first week of the year is going to be pretty slow, and that is where we might potentially form a W bottom. If we do, it needs to break 5.776, and then we could see more moves to the upside, recovering the closest volume candle, which is at $6.5, closest big one, sorry. However, if we zoom out, looking on the daily time frame on Chainlink, you can see it's pretty clear. We do have some volume candles to the downside. The closest one, which isn't recovered, is at $4.8 approximately, and that was made in 5th of July 2020. And if we break that and Bitcoin is bearish for the next half year, which I think it will, the next volume candle on the daily time frame is at $3.2. If we break that, we do have a big volume candle here, which was made in April of 2020 at $2.5. I'm sorry to break it down for you if you're holding Link and thinking that we are in a bull market. I mean, we were at $50, which is the all-time high approximately for Chainlink. We are nowhere near it. However, we are pretty near $2.3. Think about that. And as I told you in one of my videos before New Year's Eve, it will be a great opportunity this year to accumulate crypto in general. And I think Chainlink, you know what we think about Chainlink on this channel. If we move below $5, I think you need to accumulate as much as possible. And I think we might see moves like this during this next half year. With a big crash, a black swan event is imminent because inflation isn't slowing down. And I think a black swan event will happen. Well, you know, the market makers and BlackRock and everybody else, they do have some control over the world. You need to just open your eyes, in my opinion. So we could move like this aggressively during the first half of the year, maybe even to August, and that is where we're gonna bottom out, create a W bottom, and in this W bottom is where you wanna accumulate as much coins as possible, which you like. And yeah, Chainlink around $3 is an opportunity of a lifetime, because with $1,000 per Chainlink, wow, think about that. Well, that's not in the near term, at least, because yeah, inflation is bad and the economy is bad in general. We are in a recession. This is the time you need to grab all the money you have and buy your favorite coins. You could start now if you're impatient, but I think that the bottom isn't in yet. However, none of this is financial advice or investment advice. This is all for entertainment and educational purposes only. With that being said, this was today's day trading update. Great long opportunity on Chainlink in the near term. On the 1 hour time frame, we could recover these falling candles to the upside at $6.5, and then we might, well, turn to the downside again. See you on Thursday with another day trading update. Take care of yourself. Big Boss out.